Hey everybody, in this video series, I have been introducing you to all the expert instructors who are teaching in the advanced program inside the WP Project Managers Academy. But before I introduce this next fellow, I want to tell you a little story. So I'd been doing some research on all the different ways that you could collect content for your website, looking for a streamlined way to do that. And Content Snare kept coming up in my feed along with this really cute Australian guy talking about Content Snare, and his name was James Rose. He also goes by Jimmy Rose. And then I got the opportunity to go to the Recurring Revenue Retreat in Orlando in 2019, and lo and behold, he was one of the speakers. It was a really small conference, so I got to know Jimmy on a personal level and found out that he and I resonate on so many things regarding productivity, getting things done more quickly, and project management. But Jimmy's not going to be talking about Content Snare or project management in his lesson. He is talking about productivity, and he's talking about how to use Zapier and other automation to make your life easier and get your jobs done more quickly. But I'll let James tell you a little bit more about that.
Hey guys, I'm Jimmy, or James. I tend to go by both. Coming to you from an extremely hot Australia right now, and I'm from Content Snare and jimmyrose.me, which I'll talk to you a little bit about in a moment. But I met Beth at the Recurring Revenue Retreat in Florida last year, which was amazing. I'm always such a big fan of live events as a way to build your network and business, but that is a whole other topic. I ran an agency since around 2014, have been in business with software since about 2010. The agency's kind of slowly wound down over the last sort of 5-6 years because of two things. We're now focusing on, well, Content Snare and jimmyrose.me. Content Snare is a tool for collecting content from clients, which I'm sure you're going to hear about from Beth inside the course. But the other thing which I'm going to be helping out with inside the course is Zapier and automation. And that's become such a big part of my life because during agency life, I guess, I was extremely overworked. I took on too much, didn't build out processes, and just became a bad person to be around due to stress, overwhelm, overwork, whatever you want to call it. So at some point, I just hit a breaking point and decided that it was time to start fixing that and get some time back in my life. And there were two things that sort of contributed to that. One of them was finding the right tools and implementing processes with those tools and things like Content Snare. That's why we've gone in that direction. And then automation. So actually setting some time aside to create automated processes in our business that just save me time, more and more time as time goes on. I always kind of think of it like investing money. You know, you put some money away and it pays back a little bit every year if everything goes well. With automation, generally, you know it's going to go fairly well. If you can set aside an hour to save, build a process in Zapier, which is my tool of choice generally, and that process saves you 5 minutes a week. After 12 weeks, you break even, and then it's 5 minutes free a week. That doesn't sound like a lot, but this adds up when you build lots and lots of automations. And a couple of months ago, I checked in my account, and there was something like 9,000 tasks that had run automatically that month. And doing the maths, around 30 seconds per task, that's a total saving of around 75 hours in a month. So that is, I was pretty happy with that. Like, that's a significant time saving from time I've spent learning automation and implementing it in the past. So that's why I am helping out Beth with this course. I really like what she's doing because project management, I feel, is often just sort of falls to the wayside in digital agencies. It's something that doesn't really get a whole lot of attention when it really should. It's so important because having the right processes, the right project management and automation basically can turn profitability around. Like, you can be losing money on projects because of poor processes, and then turn it around to make them insanely profitable. So I really love this whole project management thing that Beth is putting together. My talk is called How to Work Less and Become an Automation Wizard. I've already described why I'm doing that, and we're going to talk about some different things you can implement specific to agencies to save you just a crazy amount of time. Some are specific to Zapier, but we talk about a few different tools here and there. So yeah, I hope you are looking forward to learning about automation. It is just, like I said, it saved me so much time, and I've had students, so I actually run my own Zapier course, and after students have been through that course, he said this is a testimonial I have on my site at the moment, but he was a complete Zapier noob, and then 2 days after taking the course, he built an 18-step Zap. This is Gabe from Rome, USA. An 18-step Zap that saves him up to 2 hours a day. So that is crazy. That's the kind of stuff you can learn with automation. So I can't wait to help you out on the inside.
So now you can probably see why I asked James to teach inside the Academy, and I was so happy when he accepted. So if you're interested in learning more about what he has to say about automation and productivity, then I invite you to join the WP Project Managers Academy. It's free, and the WordPress Project Management 101 roadmap, which is more of a beginner's training, is also free. To take advantage of the lesson that James is teaching, as well as the other expert instructors, then you'll need to upgrade to the advanced program, but it's very, very affordable. And to find out more about that, just go to wproadmaps.com/join us, and you can find out all you need to know. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you inside the Academy.